is a valuable asset, and you want to take care of your home. From roofs, siding, windows, and doors to furnaces, flooring, landscaping, and much more. This is your go-to for all things home. It's Home Answers Radio, presented by JeffBuysYourHouse.com. Valdecast Windows and Doors, and by Center Guard Plumbing, with your host, Roger Piper.
Your go-to for all things home. It's Home Answers Radio.
Hi, welcome to the show. Got a special guest today, Ken Mariotti with Woodland Windows and Doors. Welcome to the show, Ken.
Well, great to be here.
Well, you know what? It's really interesting that, the story on this company. 56 years, three generations, my goodness. That's a long time to be in business.
It's a long time to be in business, and honestly, it's great to have your family working with you, beside you. It's been fantastic. So it's myself, my two other brothers, and now we have two of my nephews and my daughter in the business.
Yeah, that's great. There's nothing like a long family business that's been very successful. So if you're not familiar with Woodland Windows and Doors, that's what you do, windows and doors, right? Give us a full scope of the different services you offer.
So we're what they would call a window boutique. So we carry Anderson, we carry Marvin, and all their full lines, which is really nice because it gives our customers solutions to windows. It's not like we're selling one brand. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to color selections, any of those things, our customers will come to us. You know, windows are just one of those things you don't shop for regularly.
Right.
How often you go buy windows?
Right.
Right. Maybe a one-time purchase. Maybe you purchase it 3 times for 3 different replacement, segments. But it's one of those things that it's a big purchase. It's an expensive purchase, but people will come to us and say, I've never bought windows before. Where do I start?
Yeah.
And they usually start with us because we have a vast selection of different windows.
Mm-hmm. That makes you unique, doesn't it?
Makes us very unique.
Yeah, because a lot of places they'll carry like one line or you have several. So there's a lot of different things that you can choose. Now, when it comes to windows, some of the things, and doors too, you do doors as well. And
doors, we do a ton of doors. Fiberglass entry doors, you name it. And that's changed a lot over the years.
Yep. And we'll talk a little bit about that.
Yep.
When it comes to windows, one of the things that people have to understand, yes, you can buy that same window somewhere else, right?
Correct.
You can. The difference is installation. It's
Correct.
Everything. You can take a less expensive window with good installation and do a decent job. Or you can take a fantastic window with not so great, and it'll be horrible.
Yeah.
So really, the bottom line is installation and who's putting that window in. Tell us how you're different when it comes to that. What do you do to make that process? Because that's the game changer, right?
Yep, that's the game changer. Well, first of all, we've been doing this for 56 years, as you said earlier. So I've been doing it a long time. And when you're doing something that long, you've got a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, I'll bet.
So from the time, that customer comes in, has that experience with our sales reps or in the showroom, we're taking them through, as I said earlier, what are you looking for? We're helping them solve the solution to the problem. Mm-hmm. So we will usually get pictures of their home. We'll assess their home and look at the style of their home, and then we start marrying them up with a brand that's going to work best for their windows. Because, what you want is a replacement solution that makes it look like those windows were always intended to be there. But back to your question, how do you make sure the installation's done right? It all comes down to your people. Okay. And, we have 55 people in our company, and half of that is our own installers. So these installers know the roadmap in terms of what is it supposed to look like. They actually have a sheet when they go to the job site of what our tech is telling them to do from the very beginning, right from the walk in. Mm-hmm. What windows are supposed to be, how they're supposed to be treated, what we're supposed to do with each particular opening, because a customer may have a different request on a kitchen versus a bathroom. So it's a roadmap in terms of what they're supposed to do. But the installers are not subcontractors.
Yeah, and I think that's something that you have to really look at that, because if you're dealing with a subcontractor, there's not as much control, right?
Correct.
When it comes to that installation process.
There's not as much control, and our installers are doing this day in and day out all year long. So they know what we expect, and we know what to expect from them. And they're homegrown, so we teach them how to caulk. We teach them how to do interior trim work, because there's a difference between a window replacement installer and a carpenter. Our installers are both. They can do the window replacement, but if a structural change has to happen, such as a header has to be removed or a knee wall has to be knocked out, our installers are fully capable of doing it. It takes carpentry experience, because now you're dealing with structural,
Yeah, and most installers don't do that, do they?
Oh, most installers, they'll walk away from it if you got to change and reframe the opening. We do that all the time.
I can understand how that'd make a difference.
Yeah.
We're talking with Ken Mariotto with Woodland Windows and Doors, and you can call them at 630-869-1450, or I encourage you to go to the website and check it out. Good info there at woodlandwindows.com. Woodlandwindows.com, 630-869-1450. Tell us about some of the cool things that are going on right now as far as windows. What are the latest things? I know that black vinyl's been a thing, recently. What are some cool things that are going on in the window industry that are really, that are interesting?
Well, for years it's been wood windows with a clad exterior, with an aluminum clad or extruded exterior.
Yeah, because you're getting the best kind of both worlds.
Yeah, and what a lot of people don't realize is, why would I want a wood window with a clad exterior? Well, wood's a natural insulator, so it's very warm, so it's not transferring any cold. So we do that. We actually do staining and finishing. So if a customer wants to replace their windows and they want that beautiful wood interior and they don't want to do the work, we have our own professional staining and finishing area.
Wow.
So we'll actually take a stain sample from that customer and match it up. So it's just an additional service that we bring. But as far as windows go, some of the newer technology is your fiberglass products that are out there.
Okay.
And so we have a brand that Marvin has called the Marvin Infinity Window, and this is all fiberglass, both inside and outside. Nice thing about fiberglass is there's nothing on it that if you have a hailstorm, it's not going to dent, right? Color-wise, they have every color from your black to your bronze to your white, so they have a vast array of colors. And from a standpoint of installation, we like to do what they call a full frame replacement solution, which is we tear out the old frame right down to the rough opening, put in a whole new window and frame.
Yeah.
But a lot of window companies will go down the path of what they call a partial replacement solution, where they just put the window right into the existing frame.
Yeah, and that does make a difference, especially when it comes to longevity on that install, doesn't it?
Makes a big difference on longevity. One of the things, though, that I will tell you that a lot of customers do not realize is that when you go down the path of a partial replacement window, salesmen will not tell you that you're going to lose some glass visibility. So let's just say that your glass in your bedroom is a 32 wide or 24 tall, and you go down a insert or a partial replacement, your actual glass size of that window could change to about a 30 by 22.
So it's getting smaller.
So you're losing some glass. So those are things that customers need to know when they're making a window purchase.
Yeah, on fiberglass compared to other types like vinyl and wood, price-wise, how does fiberglass compare?
Fiberglass on the spectrum of wood, if you're talking a wood-clad window versus a all fiberglass, they're pretty close in price.
Okay.
When you go from fiberglass to vinyl, the vinyl will tend to be less money, but the vinyl will contract and expand where fiberglass will not.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different composite.
Sure. What are some things that people should think about when it comes to if they're looking to get windows and they're going to talk to 2 or 3 different people? Give us some things that they should absolutely ask when they're talking to them.
So when you're looking for the right contractor to replace your windows, I think first and foremost is history, track record, how long you've been in business for. That's really important.
All right.
That talks about the stability of the organization that you're working with. And outside of your track record, I think what also is very important is, what does your installation process look like? who can I expect is going to pull up to my driveway that I need to be, fully aware of? Are you pulling up with your own trucks, or are you pulling up with somebody else's vehicles? Because that will tell you how well equipped they are to do the job.
Yeah.
Right? So we pull up with our trucks, our aluminum brakes, everything we need is in that truck. We're ready to go. Right? So we don't have anybody hopping out of cars to do the work. Right? So so that's all part of having a well-oiled machine. So that tells a lot about the company and the quality of the install they're going to give you. When it comes to actual making a choice on windows, that is usually a really good question just for the salesman. Hopefully salesmen, and depending on what they have to offer, and in our case we have several different brands, as I said earlier. But sometimes you have a salesman that doesn't have anything to offer but one brand, right?
Yeah, and then that's it.
And that's it. That's all you've got to choose from. And that's not necessarily a bad thing because, that's what they sell and that's what works for them, and that's great. But it is nice to have solutions.
So that's one of the advantages if they call you for a consultation at Woodland, is that you're carrying a lot of different brands, so you've got a bigger selection. And you got a nice showroom too, right?
We have a really nice showroom. We got 6,000 square feet, state-of-the-art showroom.
Yeah.
All the products are on display, and that's really important to come in, feel and touch the windows, feel how heavy they are, open, close them, those kinds of things.
Okay, Ken Mariani with Woodland Windows and Doors, 630-869-1450, 630-869-1450, or go to woodlandwindows.com. No dots, no dashes, just woodlandwindows.com. This is AM 560, The Answer.
Your go-to for all things home.